Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is David and today we are talking about free cryptos in the one video, XRP, QNT and XDC. Title of the video is why these free cryptos are my top 3 in my portfolio, my biggest holds in this order, 1, 2 and 3. And today's video is put into 3 segments with each crypto. So for example, XRP, the first reason why I actually invested in the asset. Number 2, why I continue to DCA over time. And number 3, what has sealed the deal? What has sealed the deal to make these cryptocurrencies top 3 in my portfolio? In an XRP's case, number 1, lot of info, lot of value. Make sure you're in Discord. Also, we talk about XRP, we talk about QNT, and you would have guessed it, we talk about XDC. Join Discord, link is down below. A lot of info, and without further ado, here we go. Okay, so quickly, 2 things have to be said before I go into anything. First, this video is not that in-depth in comparison to the other videos. If you want more of an in-depth analysis on these assets, definitely go and check this one out and check out this one. Number 2, Crypto 101, never tell anyone how much you hold. I know people will be asking me down below how much of these cryptos do I hold. I will never say that. Also, it's my top 3 holds. It's a bit personal. You know, I'm pretty much all into cryptocurrency. I'm at the point now where 2025, if I'm still making videos, I'll either be making videos in a tent or in a shed, or I'll have a high-spec camera and a nice background. You know, what it'll be either or. It won't be any in-betweens. Number 1 is XRP. So number 1 is utility. That's what brought me towards XRP. I started watching videos on YouTube where I actually took those videos as financial advice. You know, I'd see a video, talk about XRP, talk about a crypto, I'd be like, yeah, that's fair enough, and I'd buy some crypto. But that's just the phase I think most of us go through, to be honest. Utility, when it comes to cross-border payments, even back then I thought if it has utility, it's going to have survivability, use case, and then what impact would that have on the price? So that's my initial reason for buying XRP. That's what drew me in, mainly just going down a rabbit hole with XRP and finding out what it truly is. Number 2, why I did reoccurring buys was the case, Ripple versus the SEC, because the first time in my actual investing journey, I actually had an end goal that I was working towards. With XRP was the case, SEC versus Ripple. With QNT was gateways, trying to stack up as much as I can before gateways are here, and XDC before regulations. That's probably why they're top 3 in my portfolio. There is an end goal that I'm aiming for. I have a mission in mind, that's trying to stack up as much as I can before that date is reached, even though they're longer than I expect them to be, which they are, especially for XRP. Obviously, what that's going to enable for XRP, the risk to reward ratio, US partnerships being announced, relistings on exchanges. You know, what that's actually going to do to the price of XRP. You know, when the price first went down, people started calling XRP a scam. They started calling XRP this, that. That put up light bulbs in my head to buy when no one else is interested. Number 3, what sealed the deal for me, why I have security of XRP, why it's managed to stay top 1 of my portfolio. Probably timing, because I've been buying it for much longer than the other 2 assets. And because when you think about centralized entities, right, you think about them talking bad-mouthing crypto, but behind the scenes they're doing something else. They're actually testing blockchain for years without our knowledge, right, us knowing when it comes to, you know, being cited in names like the World Bank or even the World Economic Forum, you know, publishing a community paper outlining the speeds of cryptocurrencies, including XRP and XLM with a couple other cryptos. Okay, and now we're on to QNT. And before I go into QNT, let me know down below what made you first invest into XRP and why are you recurrently buying XRP? Or maybe it's QNT, or maybe it's XDC. Let me know down below. But number 1 for QNT is now interruptibility / survivability. Interruptibility is always needed. It is such a huge use case, one of the biggest within crypto and outside of crypto. You know, you're seeing central banks, lenders say that they need blockchain. Quant is allowing that, and Quant is solving that. And they've solved the 5 aspects of interruptibility when it comes to interchange, initiate, interchain, intrachain, and integrate. What's quite funny about QNT is that you're getting shilled. It's getting free promotion from central banks and tech giants. And you're seeing, I think it was an interview where one representative from the Bank of England was talking about Quant, talking about the overledger, and now we're seeing a governor from the Bank of England talk about needing a digital pound. Do you think Quant will be involved? I think so. Number 2 is scarcity. So many projects screw up on tokenomics, and that just ruins the experience for the investor, because we can talk about the tech all day, but we want returns on our investment. And that's the main reason why I'm doing recurring buys on QNT. The scarcity, there's not much left. You have to get as much as you can. Obviously, there'll never be none left, but it'll just drive demand up and drive the price up of this asset. Now I've talked about why I first invested in QNT, what attracted me to make my first investment, why I'm doing recurring buys, and number 3, what's given me security, what's allowed QNT to become top 2 in my whole portfolio is the team and the partnerships. Best of best at the forefront, Gilbert Verdine, founding ISO TC307, being ex-colleagues with the Prime Minister of the UK, Rishi Sunak, other team members, ex-representatives from also MasterCard, Comcast, Rockefeller, much more. Huge names, small, neat team, but the best of the best. Also the connections, the partnerships when it comes to big tech like Oracle or banks like SIA. Also connections to Latin America, central banks, R3, KPMG. So much. Number 3 is XDC. Now, what initially made me invest was XRP and XLM. I was thinking there's another X coin. What is going on here? Are they trying to leech off the fame of these two cryptos? I'm seeing more X coins come out like XPR, XRP or XYO. There's so many X coins. I was thinking, what is going on here? But that initially made me invest in XDC. I realized that they all suit well. I thought it was initially a competitor of XRP, but they actually cooperate. That's just an asset, and that led me into trade finance, where I'm doing recurring buys. I'm hearing these trillion-dollar values, like $19 trillion for the TFT initiative. I'm realizing that XDC, his name is placed among the big boys of all these banks here. It's such an undervalued asset under the radar, tokenizing, global trade, finance, and asset tokenization. Even the DNI initiative, named along HMRC, Nokia, Emirates MBD, Lloyds Bank, SMBC, and lastly, XDC Network. And this pushes me into the last point, is regulated connections. The ITFA, DNI, DSI, TFD, MLETR. So many regulated connections, and that gives me the security, especially the angle that I talked about earlier on, approaching regulations, what that's going to enable for XDC. And that is why I hold these cryptocurrencies, not too in-depth, just a little overview. What got me interested, why I'm doing recurring buys, and what made me feel secure in these assets. And there's been a lot of shifts over my portfolio over time, and the ones that actually go down is because of this third option here. There's too much speculation, what's going to happen, what's finally going to be enabled, not enough visual improvement or visual partnerships and connections I can see before my eyes. And when that's, you can't feel too much security when it's all just based on speculation. Now, over time, I can imagine if XRP doesn't move, QNT might be first place in terms of dollar value. I'm going to be stacking up more in this dip as we go below $100 per QNT. XRP, for example, 30 cents around that sort of area is a dream, but we've been here for a while. I've been stacking up, and I feel like QNT is one of these assets that pumps 30% in a bear market, and you won't see these lower prices for much longer. So I'm going to wait for lower, stack up for lower, but over time, I can imagine QNT one day possibly taking over XRP. We will have to wait and see. Further down the line, in probably January sort of time, I might do an exposed portfolio, percentages-wise, and go over each cryptocurrency asset. Be on the lookout for that. Made this fun video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.